energy, feel the vibe. From Frankfurt Ave to Broad Street fights, green runs deep in the Philly night. Chill. South Philly night. Chill. South Philly lights in the links alive. Friday night energy.
I mean, do you want to just go anyway? That was the dumbest thing that I didn't change the intro. I mean, I could.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, June 30th, 2026, and welcome to another episode of the Hall of Fame Club podcast, powered by the ever-growing Broken Bell Network. Tonight, the boys discuss Schwarber's historic run to 30, how much does the manager really matter, and Marsh's found a power surge, and who knows what else. That's right, our conversations are like waves in the ocean, always floating until you run into a giant, alluring ship. Gentlemen, let's go Bucks.
You're a scumbag. So you were at the game last night. So good for you. Your boy was out on the field.
Yeah, Nolan, because it was RBI recognition night. So he had his RBI gear on, and the guy that runs the RBI program for the Phillies, John Joaquin, awesome guy.
Yeah.
Asked him if he wanted to go on the field and hold the banner. Nolan couldn't stop grinning ear to ear. So.
Yeah, it couldn't happen to a nicer kid. So your boy, I could tell when he watches baseball, he watches it, and that's a rare thing for a 10-year-old to really to lock into, and that's very cool. So I'm glad he definitely got that experience. Congrats, man.
He's still not great at the ballpark watching. Like, he'd rather be doing other things. But
I watched him.
Right,
I watched him watch a game. Yeah, I watched him watch on TV and the game, and he knows the sport. And so there's so many distracting things for a 10-year-old at the park. Ideally, not the best place to obviously for a kid to go watch it, even though it's always oriented around them. But if squirrel,
Yep.
He snuck in a few. I thought you were going to bring in a reference about getting crapped on by a dolphin.
I couldn't figure out how to get it in there. I was trying,
but then you were like hitting, crashing, and then didn't a cruise ship just run into a whale up in Alaska?
I don't know. I didn't even know that one.
Yeah, it happened while we were on that's why we were out for the week, guys. Thanks for joining us. If you're tuning in to the Hall of Fame Club and the on the Broken Bell Network, we really do appreciate you. We are proudly partnership with the Monkey's Uncle. It is a boutique, right? Is that a good thing to say? A boutique shop, kind of like a vanity for all your shirts and things like that. If you're into sports, things like that, they have a lot of cool vintage throwback stuff, very good quality items. They have their own line of things that are just classic. I wish I was wearing our shirt for tonight, but always comfortable. So go check them out. They are in our bio, the links. Go support them. We do. We love them. That being said, we got a lot to kind of get into. We have been off. JV kind of said it. There is many historic things kind of happening, and it all started April 28th, I think, for the better. Let's
All right. Well, before we do that, we're going to
Yep.
introduce a new segment called Fuzzy's Takeover. It's going to be 2 minutes long, if not shorter.
Well, definitely shorter from what I've heard.
Yes, from what you heard. I just want to address the absolute nonsense. And I know it's been going on for years and years and years. But MLB fan voting. like I just want to point out the catchers for the American League are Alejandro Kirk and Shea Langley, or whatever his name is. Alejandro Kirk is batting 194 and Shea is batting 263. I voted for the guy batting 194 just to be a dick. Alec Boehm and Max Muncy, definitely voted for Alec Boehm, who's battering a awesome 223. Ozzy Albies and Bryson Stott, definitely voted Bryson Stott, who's batting an awesome 238. Mike Trout batting 234, definitely voted for him. George Springer and Jordan Alvarez. Jordan Alvarez is batting 308.
George Trout thing I get because we let what's his name back into the home run derby and then almost won it, or did he win it?
I don't know.
Was that Cardinals first base?
Goldschmidt?
No, before.
No, I don't know.
Goldie was the first baseman forever, but Pujols.
No, maybe it wasn't the Cards. Who was the one they let into the home run derby All-Star game as
Jazz?
No.
Jazz Chisholm hit 2 home runs in the derby.
No. I'm talking about like not an old timer. He was like on his last year, and it was like, what the hell's his name?
It was probably Pujols.
Pujols. Thank you. Pujols. Thank you. Jesus.
He definitely got a sympathy votes.
Yeah, like so that does happen. Like that does.
I remember Abba Pujols as being an all-time great for the Anaheim Angels. And then
thank you.
And then Jordan Alvarez batting 308 and George Springer batting 219. Definitely no, I voted for George Springer.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've. It's going to be here in Philly. It's going to look silly. And
Aaron Nola is going to be pitching to Fuzzy at the Homers for Hope.
I wouldn't let him do it. He might screw that up.
I don't think I've disliked the player more than Aaron Nola. It's between him and Boom, it's getting up there. It's serves up more meatballs than a Italian grandmother on Sunday. What the hell happened? I fell asleep and the Phillies were winning 2-0. Now they're winning 5-0.
Yeah, they're just
they just had a good 7th inning.
Oh, okay.
they're making up for a little bit of last night, and they have a competent pitcher out there.
I really think they would have if the score would have stayed at 8-7. I really think they would have. I think they would have won it in the 9th. I don't know why the dude was still on the team. I don't know why Durant wasn't in at that point. I know he's not. I don't know. It was just a question of
no. They're weird about starting, closing him early and starting him, and taking him out of rotation. I know. It's been working, so let's kind of get to that. Prior to the new manager, the team was 321, so they were 9 for 19. Since then, we sit at 47 and 38 with a 553, so we're 53 over 500. Not bad, right? But if you want to really take a look at that in some way, we've won 2 out of 3 games since interim manager Don Manley took over. That is a 667 win percentage right now. It's pretty damn good. So good, we have gone from being tied into last place in the NL East to being securely in an NL wildcard spot and 3.5, I think, as of this game. Maybe 4, but maybe 3.5 after the game's over, from being out of first place in the East. So that is, where we have gone from. Comments on that, guys? Anything that sticks out to you? Any of those things in there that are like, holy shit? Like, there are other teams that have done that in the MLB this year. we're not going to talk about the Mets. They did it like a week ago, and it's a day late, dollar short. But Alex Cora up in Boston, same thing happened to him, right?
He got fired. He's fired
on April 26th. The same thing. Boston did the same exact thing with an interim manager. Who's that? Chad Tracy, right? That's the guy who took over. They wanted to get a guy as far away from being a Cora boy, I think it was. And I think they found like a kick guy or something in the back who wasn't even cool with Alex Cora. So Chad Tracy is the interim manager. So they've been caught. They've caught a bit of fire recently. I think they're on like a 5-game winning streak, but overall they're sitting at 37-46. So they're sub 500, and they're still under 500 with Tracy at the helm. Anything here stick out to you guys? Anything that makes you excited? Obviously, this feels like deja vu from 4 years ago, but let's go ahead.
Imagine how much better they would be if Noel didn't have a sub 6 ERA.
Agreed. But you had what are we doing there?
Well, I just wanted you guys to take the screen and just go ahead on that, and I was just gonna pop down here. Don't mind me.
Listen, I think it's sometimes you just need that change of the environment. I don't know if Mattingly's doing anything necessarily fundamentally, like working on this guy pitching or that guy's hitting or fielding or whatever. I think he's just changed the way they're handling themselves in the locker room, and it's transferring out onto the field. And sometimes, I see it with my 10-year-olds, and I could be saying the one thing and saying the correct thing, and then somebody else comes in and says the exact same thing, and they start doing it and start listening and play better and start doing those things. It's one of those weird things. Sometimes you just connect better with people.
Fuzz, is this like the new manager bump, or does this like eclipse it to you?
I think it's the new manager bump. I also think, you could tell that, in just my opinion, that, just by the way the game is being played by the Phillies, that with Topper, there was no sense of urgency. It is what it is. These guys will get it together. They're going to be fine. You had.
Oh, bless you, my child.
God bless you. Yeah,
there's a mute button. Yeah, get it out of your beard. You got like a
Oh, that's disgusting. There's a clip going around that right before Thompson got fired, of him talking about Kevin Long being a Hall of Fame, hitting coach, and he's this and that, and he's heard people say he's Hall of Fame hitting coach, and then and then after that it's the clip from Platoon. Who the fuck said that? Like they're still struggling hitting. Obviously your big guys are hitting, so I still think a lot of their hitting that they've picked up is because of Don Mattingly. I don't think it's because of Kevin Long. I think Mattingly is able to shield him from, the deficiencies, because they're winning now. There's not so much, this and there's that, and there's questions about Kevin Long. I haven't seen any clips about a Kevin Long question since Topper got fired.
It's been more directed towards the player themselves and their execution. Like, people have been getting on Bone. What is Bone doing? And it's
Jesus fucking Christ, Kevin this Long dude sucks. I'd send him to the moon. I'd trade him for a signed picture of Joel Embiid, whoever Bolin is. Oh, it's so frustrating.
I'm a little bit behind, because right now he's still pitching well at this point in the game. He's got 2 on. 2 on, 1 out. He's still got a chance.
Okay, bro.
Hasn't done anything terrible.
Oh, that's nice. That was a nice four-seamer on the inside. So let's do a little bit of comparison. I don't like doing that all the time, but with Philadelphia is no aversion to locker room drama. I think we've seen it in with the Eagles and things like that with the AJ situation. Topper was bad juju for the locker room, especially when it came down to not being able to handle a hot head like Castellanos. Now, Don, I mean, he was here, I think, to some degree and knew, through Preston that obviously he was going to be kind of an issue. And it doesn't take a rocket science. I'm sure Don heard about what happened, knows the real juice. So he knew he just had to be more of a person that kind of took command in the locker room. And I think Bryce does like that. I think he also liked having a buddy in Topper and getting what he wanted. But he's a baseball guy, so I think you can convince him into a good baseball decision. And winning always helps, right? Like winning never hurts.
Yeah, when you push the right buttons and you win, suddenly guys are like, okay, maybe I'll listen to him and see what he says.
Right, and things click, and that's just like a juju thing, isn't it? Right, that's. Just as bad, it's just as much as like drinking a beer in the dugout is a bad juju thing.
But is drinking a beer in the dugout a bad juju after watching Aaron Noel pitch the last 2 years? I can't knock him. I'd be drinking Dos Equis still. Actually, I might be drinking green to forget what the hell I saw.
Right, but drinking in the dugout has nothing to do with Nola as an individual, maybe as a decision that Topper's making or whatever. But you voice it in a different way, and definitely a clip. Like I get what you're doing. You were just showing your balls, and that's fine. But it eventually got you DFA'd. Oh shit, dude!
Can you just like,
dude? Chris does not like you
at all.
No, but I mean, that's good because it means he really knows you as a person. I think, and that's good.
Yeah.
Like I think that like for someone to right. It's almost like he's asking for the right things. He's like just small. He doesn't need you gone. He just needs you smaller.
Yeah, I mean that's
I need you gone. Is Ozuna up still? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Strike out.
And then I think we're strike out. And I think we're
like I said, Ozuna's just gonna strike out just like that.
We're going to Christmas in July at the DPF. Are you coming? July 25th. It's a Saturday.
July 25th? I mean, Are you calling me out on the air? I think so. Yeah, I think that sounds good.
I'm not calling you on the air. I'm just asking you.
Yeah, I think that's good.
He's the one who calls you out.
Okay, I'm going.
Me and JV have been at the DPF garage. You have not.
Okay, all right. So
JV watched USA Hockey. He miles was watching USA Soccer because he had no idea what was going on, other than when he knew USA scored.
Yep. I knew to cheer when Red, White, Blue got a goal.
There was so much hype going on the cruise. Well, so for everyone who kind of missed the previous show, we went on family cruise with how many people were there? 21. And we World Cup. We're leaving out of Fort Lauderdale, which was hosting a game there as well. It was just madness everywhere.
No, we got lucky. We came back and they like the day before that we got back, they had they shut down the street from where like our hotel was. I think it was Colombia and Brazil. Like they were partying. And listen, cool. I mean, I would have been out there with some Colombian alcohol or whatever. Y'all would have been celebrating.
It's just alcohol. It's not Colombia. Their alcohol is the same as our alcohol.
Their cerveza.
Oh, you would be hanging out with a Colombian dude drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
Got you. All right. I thought you were like I was going to be drinking Colombian alcohol. It's like, what?
Oh, that's the gayest thing I heard. And I heard two guys having sex. Anyway.
Right. So let's talk about the power engine of the team. All right. Obviously keeping offense afloat. You got Kyle is tracking at like an absolute monster. He is near the top of the ML leaderboard with 30 home runs, and he's got a massive 590 slugging percentage. You can complain about him all you want. I really don't care. You can talk about his strikeouts. I really don't care. You can talk about his contract. I really don't care what you have to say if that's what you're coming after on this team. He's fun to watch. He is clutch when he needs to be. And even when he doesn't and he's going for his own personal glory, do you guys think anyone else on this team is putting butts in the seats like Kyle Schwarber is currently doing?
Absolutely. Absolutely not. He is 100% the face of this team right now. He is everything they want and everything they need him to be. Like even last night when he hit that 7,000-foot foul ball.
Oh, shit.
When they came up, I said, my wife and kids were right there. I'm like, we need to walk him. There's two guys on. There's an open base. Walk him. Why are we going to let the hottest hitter in Major League Baseball have a chance to tie this game up? And then he hits that shot. And, from where my seats were, I couldn't really tell if it was foul or not. But, like, I'm watching. Please go foul. I'm like, little big rookie of the year. Go foul. Like, I was just praying. And like, this is why we should have walked this guy.
He walk him. He's running around first and second, not second and third.
I don't care. There's third base is open. What does that sound?
Yeah, and it was he hit that, and I was like, that shit was far.
Yeah.
I was like,
it was dead on.
He ain't seen that pitch again.
No.
And if he does far, and that's the thing. It's like, and if you look at these home runs he's hitting, I really don't know what pitchers are thinking. Like, they're fastballs. I understand he's got a good eye. Walk him. There's fastballs that he's hitting, and then people in the stands are getting beer and getting pelted with a 117-mile-an-hour piss missile while they're getting the yingling. What are you doing? Stop throwing Kyle Schwarber fastballs. I mean, don't. I appreciate you. But as a baseball fan in general, that dude should never see a fastball ever again. Walk him 134 times. I don't know what to tell you. I don't. I'm going to challenge him. I'm going to challenge him. Well, why are you going to challenge him?
We're going to get into trade deadline. This is one of our biggest topics that I think we want to kind of cover.
Dude, he irritates me so much. He was 0 for 5 last night or whatever. 0 for 73. That is not a strike.
I learned a interesting fact before last night's game that
JT, you got to challenge it.
After the game on Monday, both Schwarber and Harper are on pace to end the season with 399 career home runs, which could make next season very interesting and a lot of fun in the first few games to see who goes yard first. If one of them doesn't do it this year first. But
let's talk about what is the glaring spot. It might help segue us into the
trade deadline.
Thank you. What's wrong with my mouth? Am I fucking having a stroke?
You're still probably dehydrated from vacation. I've been drinking. I've drunk at least 36 bottles of water since I've been home.
Yeah, it was rough. I turned to my wife and I'm like, "Why aren't you taking my drink order?" She's like, "Bro, don't even." So there's glaring weak spots, and it's I guess it's the outfield crisis.
I handed my wife my C card. I don't know
my C card, C pass. Like this is on the plan. So I guess we've got an injury ward kind of going on right now. You got Adolis Garcia on the 60-day IL. Rojas is on the 60-day for right elbow UCL. And Adolis is actually really serious. He's got it's a dorsey tear, right? It's a severe tear, I think. So, Dombrowski's been doing some shuffling of the deck chairs, I guess. He's got Derek Hill, old toothpick, who has obviously wowed us in the last week here, has made himself legendary with some amazing clutch moments with walk-offs. Speaking of the devil, Derek Hill's up to bat with 1 out, runner on second.
Do you know, like, you're talking about the outfield? Like I said, I didn't have internet the whole time,
Oh,
but I saw. I think it was yesterday. It was 6 days ago, and Crossing Broad had tweeted out, and they put out an article. Who could solve the right field problem? Who do you think it was? Who do you think the player that Crossing Broad put out?
Everybody throws out there Mike Trout.
Nope. Amazingly, no.
Oh.
if you say Bobby Abreu,
They're like, no. The article says, with Topper gone, Nick Castellanos should fill the right field.
Are you kidding me?
I swear to God, I can't make that shit up.
old toothpick. Is he allowed to have that in his mouth while he's at bat? I didn't Jazz just get fine.
That's a balk.
That's a balk.
That's not.
No, it's a. Well, what
No,
did he
it's not a
signal?
Disengagement.
Disengage. Okay, he threw that up. That's a one. I thought he was trying to call for a ball. So is he allowed to have that? I'm being for real. Is he allowed to have that in his mouth?
If they don't say nothing, he can have whatever he wants in his mouth.
Nah. Jazz Chisholm is getting fined because he had a lollipop in his mouth in the outfield.
It was a dildo.
Oh, Jesus. All
right. And here Nolan thought my jersey was going to bring down our viewership. It's Fuzzy that's going to get us canceled.
I said, if I haven't gotten canceled yet, then.
So we've got. I don't want anyone to think signing, Tommy Pham to a minor league deal is exactly the depth organizational depth we're looking for. They're not the missing pieces for a deep October run. I know you might be in love with Derek Hill right now because Derek Hill did some amazing shit in the past week. So let's talk about the trade deadline, guys. What's the strategy? How do we go for it? Because we are obviously now hot in the running. We have a $317 million payroll. So I keep that in mind. Minor league guys, they won't cut it before the July 30th deadline. So don't, I want you guys to bring up target. Who are you targeting? Like, what's the profile? And what are the chips you're willing to let fall in this, and how big you're willing to go? So I'll let you guys rip that all off.
Just a quick little update for you, though. Garcia is out for the season. Updated on the 24th that he's done.
He's not coming back.
And Chase Shugart, who got roughed up last night, got sent down to Lehigh, and they called up Lou Trevino in his place. So,
just a quick update there. Derek Hill doing some weird shit that I haven't seen since, I don't know, college. He fouled back in a 3-2 count right into the catcher for the second out. But wow, he even looked at it and goes, "Are we for real?"
I mean, that happens all the time in the big leagues.
It's just he was so impressed with it. He looked right at him and said, "Are you kidding me?" Because he heard it bounce off his chest.
If you don't have any chips to move, but if, as Drunk Phil fan said last year, should have traded Andrew Painter last year. You could have got Byron Buxton. That's got to be your number one target. It has to be.
Yeah, but like you said, there's nothing down there to give up that the Twins would want. Because even
he's also 36 years old and getting mid-tier prospects. No one's going to give up top tier. No one should give up top tier.
Correct. No one should is the correct. No one should.
Right, but how desperate are the Yankees? Will do it.
What are they taking? Are you kidding me? You can't unload? I mean, no one's touching Nola. No one's touching, unless we pay the contract. If we're unloaded, we're still on the hook. So who cares? But that's the only way you're getting a prospect, if you pay Nola's contract outright. If you pay Bohm's contract out and just, maybe. That's what I'm asking. Are you guys willing to do that? That is where we are at. It is clearly a luxury tax issue now. We've already ate 20 million on Castellanos.
30.
We ate 20 million on 18 million on Walker.
2010. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So like, and there's, obviously we're already sitting with dead weight. Are you willing to eat more to go for it this year? And can we do it? Yes, we can. I don't know. I'm asking. What's your chips?
I mean, you got to be willing to do it. If it means getting them out, if you can get good major league talent back for him, and all you got to do is eat a little bit of that contract, then
There you go.
You eat
Go
it.
home. Go home. Go home. Go home. What the hell was that?
That was just a really nice tag there by Bohm or by Stott. He knew exactly. Oh, what a swing. So Stott scores with a wild. Oh, wow. That was a great slide. Great textbook. Went to the outside, caught the plate corner. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Turner with a 2-run shot, 8-0. That wasn't even like an exit velo was under 100, 376 feet right field.
So I was explaining to my kids last night after the Pirates, Andy Rodriguez hit the home run late in the game for the Pirates, and the fans threw the ball back. And I looked at my daughter and I said, watch this. This idiot is going to throw the ball back. The right fielder is going to pick it up, throw it to the ball girl, who's then going to run over and hand it to somebody sitting along the railing. So you just gave away your shot at a baseball. Stop doing that. It's the dumbest tradition in baseball to throw the opposing team's home run ball back. How many opportunities do you truly get to catch a home run ball at a major league game? Just keep it and let everybody boo you. Let everybody say whatever they want. You got a ball, they didn't.
True. I ain't throwing it back.
Right. I want all of our fans in the chat right now. If you're paying attention, you're listening live, or if you're going to be doing this on the listening on the rebroadcast on Spotify, throw in the comments. Are you the type of fan that would throw a ball back? I mean, you're catching a home run. Sure, it's not the home run you might want. Opposing team, but unless you're a person that's like at like 30 games a year and you're constantly getting game ball, like foul balls, other home run, like unless that's like a thing, which I can't imagine is too many people. Can you please tell me, like, just check in, or we're going to throw this up. I would never throw it back. You're not going to bully me. There's no way. I'm going to look right at you. So you stop talking to me and give you the look. Like, are you speaking? Like, don't talk to me.
Make your square bigger and let's see that hook. Let's see that look.
Hold on. Let's do this. Because I would go teacher look. I really would. I'd be like,
I love Danny Gerb's comment.
No, you're not gonna bully me into it. It's we got Gerbies checking in, agreed, keep the ball, march down the aisle and yell at a family and get a ball. Whatever you gotta do. Right. We got DPF, of course. That's a fuck no from you guys. And I ain't giving it to a kid. I don't know. Maybe no. First of all, throw back Mets scum. No, I would not even throw back a Mutts home run. I'm just not. I don't care. It's a home run ball. Right. I've never gotten a foul ball. I've gone to quite a few baseball games. I mean, not as many as I used to, because I think we all agree the couch is the best, unless you're in the Hall of Fame club.
I've gotten two baseballs in my entire life.
And you've gone a lot, dude. You have gone to a lot of baseball. JV, what about you, dude?
Hold on. I caught mine at the 1996 Home Run Derby. Brady Anderson.
Okay.
Still sitting on top of my little Stanley Cup behind me.
That's cool.
It's worth about a plastic spoon. And I got one at PNC Park in 2010 when we all went to Pittsburgh for your bachelor party, your gift to us.
I've never got a ball at a game.
Ball girl.
The closest I've ever gotten
Was that Hey Ball Girl? Was that Hey Ball Girl?
Hey Ball Girl Day. Yeah.
Hey Ball Girl.
Dude, I'm not sure. Did she not like that, or was she laughing? She was laughing, right?
She was laughing.
Yeah.
And if
She
she
was a
wasn't,
good
fuck
sport.
her. She's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Oh, no way, dude. Oh, God, that hurts. That hurts. I would keep it.
I'm keeping. Then I guess I'm from Delco, Phil, because I love you, dude. But I'm keeping a home run ball.
Nah, dude. Let me see.
And fuck
Smile,
those
dude.
kids.
Smile. Let me see your teeth. No, you don't have any meth wiggle in there. You're fine.
Say Nolan got one thrown to him last night by the Pirates pitching coach after the game.
That's
and this
cool.
kid it was the greatest day of this kid's life.
Yeah.
He had a day at that game between being on field. He met the Philly sports guy and got a picture with him. He got the ball. He loves the giveaway that they were doing was a all-star pennant. Like, this kid was just yesterday may have been the greatest day of his life. And that's saying a lot coming off of vacation.
Did he was obviously the pregame, right? He was out there on the field with the RBI banner, and doing all that. Did he make any other, like, what was his big comments, like, as far as, like, other than did he say to you anything was,
He texted me and said, fuck the Pirates.
Okay. Good boy.
When they were up 5-0, he was rubbing it in to my face. He's like, guess who's not winning right now? Not the Pirates, not your team. And even Ella started doing it too.
I think
and then after the Pirates won, JV went.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think it was better that
it
was Nolan went with his dad instead of someone like me, because last time you really do wish it was me, don't you, with the comeback there, because you and me have some history.
Yeah. Well,
this comment from Phil. We actually didn't we say this pre-show? We said he would fuck that up.
He'd throw a no-hitter.
Yeah, he would throw a no-hitter in the home run derby. We don't want him touching that.
So you and JV have been to some crazy games, which is wild. JV, when me and you went, which is the crazy shit I'm about to say, when Jonathan Papelbon set the record for most career saves by a Philly, was it against the Pirates? Because remember, Frank Gore threw the guy out at home to end the game, and I'm like, don't run. And dude was out. Like, it was some major league shit.
May have been. Because I remember, why the hell are you running on Frank Gore? Like, you don't run on him.
And he was out by a lot. A lot. Like, it was major league where the second baseman was waiting for him. He was like, come on, keep coming.
I before we kind of shift over to Stump the Fuzz, I had a couple of names here that I'm interested in the trade deadline. And can I throw them out to you? If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, that's great. It doesn't matter. Do you want me to go safe in terms of, like, things that are very possible, or do you want me to go like big dream Byron Buxton type deal that I would really love?
But so here's the thing. I don't think Byron Buxton is a big dream. I don't. I think it's
a power move, though. It's 100% a power move, dude. Like, he is hot. He is a 100% power move. So, don't say, I mean,
realistically, they could trade for Ronald Acuna and be fine.
Okay, that's going to require a shift, and hold on. Hold on. That's going to require a shift of you not giving a fuck about your team no more, because he certainly doesn't, or will just explode any ligament you've never heard of. Right? Doing the most mundane. He was breading his fucking butter Like he let the butter sit on the counter for 3 hours to soften, and then he tore his dequere vein, impingement or some shit. I don't know, dude. Whatever. Look. Byron Buxton is emerging as a very fascinating for the Phillies. Okay, I know he's 32. I'm not being stupid. Is he that? And I know he has a no trade clause for.
I thought he was young. I thought he was older than that.
No. He's blasting. He's got 23 home runs this season. He's got over 900 OPS this season. He's elite defense in the field. Unmatched speed on the base paths next to Trey Turner. Like him and Trey could probably go in a foot race and it would look really cool. So that's my pie in the sky. Go for it. Are you serious? Now that's going to be a very big pull. There's safer bets out there, guys. I mean, you can look at the Angels right now. They got Joe Adell. Younger guy. I mean, he's got a cannon for an arm. I think he could do the right field job. It wouldn't completely, cost us an arm and a leg, I think, for him. But, and they're selling. And we can also look at the Cubbies. You got Suzuki. He's entertained trading over the last, few windows here. So they're a fringe team at this point. They might say sayonara. I wrote that in there. What do you guys think? Like, what? I need to know.
Depending on how the next couple of weeks go for the Pirates, I think Brian Reynolds could be up there as a potential trade opportunity for somebody because he's going to need a new contract soon.
Okay.
The Pirates aren't normally. He's above the age. The Pirates are usually comfortable paying people. So that's something I could see. And you could even see, I don't know, Neil Cruz might even float out there because he hasn't been panning out the way they want him to.
I was going to throw out here, and this is Fuzzy's going to be like, go fuck yourself because he doesn't like the way I suggest shit. But if you're going to be serious and you want to go after Chapman and take Bryce back out into right field and put Bohm over at first, I mean, it gives you something to think about there, and that's obviously moving parts. What do you think about that, Fuzz? I mean, am I wrong to even suggest Chapman, or am I dreaming for him?
No, it's not a bad thing. I don't know if the Giants are going to trade him, but so. I don't know. I don't know. Is Chapman going to be available? I mean, and not for nothing. He's batting .237. He's batting 14 points higher than Alec Bohm. I mean, is it really an upgrade? Is it? Like, he's batting .237, and I hate Bohm. He's batting .221, whatever it is. Is that really an upgrade?
Right. And as much as everybody hates on Bohm, I don't think there's much out there that is realistic in the trade market that is an upgrade for him over him. And he's streaky enough. Like, he's streaky. He'll go on a tear for 2 straight weeks where he's your best damn hitter. And then the next 2 weeks, he should be lucky to be in AAA. He should be down to AA. Like, that's just the way he is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's a realistic trade opportunity for Bohm out there.
Well,
and you're right. His OPS is 698. Bohm's is 629. There's not.
Well, you're 100% right that he might not be that guy, but like if you're going for Byron Buxton though, like you're digging into your farm. You're probably giving up wood. Gage Wood is gone.
If you're trading Byron Buxton, you probably have to move Bohm. There's no.
Oh yeah, but no, not just Bohm. You have to rob the cradle. We have a number 5 prospect, a number 6 prospect. We have a number 2 prospect. We have guys like Rincones sitting in AAA that we can, obviously. There's just this Byron Buxton's going to cost us. I'm asking you guys, are you willing? When I was getting down to it, and if we're not doing any weird, shifting of, I think we should just go straight for the talent, right? If we're going after Byron Buxton, I'm saying we give up Gage Wood.
I got 3 words for you.
Yeah.
Fuck those prospects.
Okay. Yeah. We want to win now, and I'm kind of in agreement with that. In terms of that, I know we have no one for Nola currently, and Gage Wood is the guy for Nola, but I'm not worried about that. Jay, are you? I mean, going after Byron Buxton, are you giving up these prospects?
I don't think they are. I think you want to keep. I think Rincones is young and could be the guy of the future. Hill's playing really well. But
You're not.
If you're trying to make a splash, you got to make a pitching splash. I think that's where the splash has got to be, not in the outfield for a 30-something-year-old outfielder. Like, I think they keep growing younger in their outfield, and you keep patching in the right field until these guys are ready.
Yeah, and to give up Chapman, he would probably be cheaper. You could probably dip into like Arun Escobar, because the Giants need someone like him. They would need a cheaper piece than a Chapman, and if they want to move on there.
And as long as Marsh keeps taking the PEDs, you got your left field set.
Yeah.
So
I
think he locked down left field position. I really do.
Mr. Sanchez has reached 10 wins. He's the first pitcher to reach 10 wins.
Yeah, he has. Look at him.
Dude, tomorrow's should be if you like pitching, tomorrow should be one of the best games to watch all year.
That game's going to be like 67 minutes.
Yeah.
Fuzz.
Or it's going to be 13-12.
Yes. What's funny is tonight last night I turned around and Melissa, oh, this is bullshit. I'm like, we're losing 11-7. Tomorrow they're going to end up winning like 5-0, and the Phillies are going to have all these hits, and the Pirates are going to have like 4 hits. I don't even know what the Pirates had, to be honest with you.
You're probably about right. Last I saw, they had 3, and that was in the 7th. So,
Fuzz.
Keith.
Hall of Fame Club presents Stump the Fuzz. Sorry, I should have had the video of you throwing out the first pitch at the Trenton Thunder game all ready to go here.
So before we get to Stump the Fuzz, make sure you download that video so that we have available for next Tuesday.
I did send it to you.
No, but I'm saying put it on here.
I might even be able to find it very quickly. If you resend it, bump it up to me, and I'll get it on at the very end here, and it'll show it.
We got an announcement after Stump the Fuzz.
Yeah. So send me that. These got some setups here, and we're losing JV. It looks like he's on like ship time still.
Yep.
So I'll move it along. I'll move this along. So we all know Charlie Manuel is the winningest manager in Phillies history with 780 regular season wins. But when Uncle Charlie was fired midseason in August of 2013, which Hall of Fame player and Phillies legend was promoted from AAA Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs to take over as interim manager?
In what year?
2013.
2013. What's his name? Rest in peace.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Go ahead.
Ryan Sandberg.
Thank you. Very quick.
And I feel so bad because I wanted him so bad to be the manager, and he was just. It just proves that good players aren't good managers, and it's crazy.
All right, you got a man on. You got a man on first. All right. Here we go. In 2001, Larry Bowa won NL Manager of the Year after leading the Phillies to an 86-76 record, completely shattering expectations for him on the season. However, his tenure ended abruptly. In 2004, Bowa was fired with just 2 games left in the regular season. Who was the bench coach who stepped in to manage those final 2 games of the 2004 season before Uncle Charlie was hired that winter?
That would be Mr. Dalton Varshaw's dad, Gary.
That would be R.I.P. Gary.
And we all know why Dalton Varshaw's named Dalton, right?
Yeah, he went 1-1, by the way.
Did he?
Yeah, he went 1-1 on that one.
And you know what's funny is I think the 2004, I think that's when they started getting good, but they kept fucking losing to the Astros before the Astros went to the American League.
All right, bud, you ready?
Nope.
Here we go. You got runners on first and second. Before the 2022 run-up, the blueprint for a midseason shift, saving, a Philly season, right? That was already kind of laid out for 1983. Pat Corrales was shockingly fired in July, despite the team being tied for first place because the front office felt the clubhouse lacked Philly spirit. So which Phillies GM, who famously built the 1980 championship roster, decided to leave the front office as the GM, put his uniform back on, and manage the team himself all the way to the 1983 World Series?
I just want to point out you said 2022. Am I
No,
right?
I said before that 2022 blueprint that kind of happened of a comeback.
So you're saying 1983 it was Dallas Green? No, not Dallas Green. Paul Owens.
JV, can we get a ruling on that?
I mean, I feel like it was a check swing, and he pulled it back in time to get the. As soon as he started saying it, he changed his mind. So,
okay, all right,
said good.
All right, very good.
I always forget that Dallas Green wasn't there, and you figure
80s,
right,
baby,
right, and you figure Paul Owens, all
and
the awards are named after
put
him.
The Pope put the team together in 80. All right. So you got bases loaded. Are you ready for I knew there was going to be a fourth question here. You ready?
Sure.
All right. In late August of 1979, the Phillies fired Danny Ozark after a highly successful run that included 3 straight NL East titles. To replace him, they promoted a hard-nosed minor league director named Dallas Green, who would eventually lead them to the 80 title. So here's your deep cut, ready for a walk-off grand slam. In Green's very first game as a manager on August 31st of 79, the Phillies won a wild 6-5 extra innings game against the Giants. Who was the Giants manager sitting in the opposing dugout that night? A man who just 4 years before had been fired as the Phillies' own hitting coach.
Oh, wow. Jesus Christ, you really you went before my time.
Nope, it's within your lifetime.
This might be a strikeout. So he was the hitting coach in 1975. That's not my lifetime because I was born in 1975. 77.
he forgot when you were born.
Jesus Christ.
That is not correct.
Okay. That would be Dave Bristol.
Who the fuck is Dave Bristol?
I was just looking for obscure shit, but yep, you didn't walk it off, dude. Sorry.
What high school did he go to? What was his major in college?
Nope. Doesn't even work that way.
You should have just thrown some of that shit out there. I'm curious.
Hall of Fame Club presents Stump the Fuzz. Did you resend me that video?
Oh, I'll do it now.
Oh, great. And you also had an announcement.
Yes.
Yeah. So bump that to me.
I got a couple things.
All right. But are you bumping that to me first so I can get it prepped? I can fill time while you send that to me, and then you can fill your time.
You fill time.
I got you. Don't worry about it, big guy. I'm good at this. All right. JV, if you're Dave Dombrowski as of today, what teams are you calling up?
Rockies, just to see what's there. Basically anybody other than the Brewers in the Central, NL Central.
AL is just terrible right now. You know that.
Maybe even the Mariners, just to see if if you're gonna go and shoot for a big, see if Rodriguez is available.
Again, I think he's the kind of guy who likes the West Coast. I think he made that move for that purpose. He plays most of his games out there. I think you're also going to have to get a guy who is kind of at a point where they're still hungry to go chasing.
I saw something today come up that suggested Harrison Bader coming back.
I know. And he wouldn't be expensive, but people would feel like that would be a settle
all over.
Nah, yeah, right. Like you'd be like trying to, like, what are you trying to do? If he was right, he would have been right. But I think people want to see like someone stat worthy or like, a stat queens right now. Who are we kidding? Doesn't going after the person who's currently got almost half a season in the stats to prove that they're still hot. You want someone who's currently hot, not just someone that could get hot.
Right.
And that's going to cost. So I think we have to be realistic about prospects going. Are you in the same mindset as Fuzzy as like they can fucking go?
Yeah, because I think overall the scouting department has done a good job of finding guys to build and keep growing as prospects. That's the thing, like that. Maybe that's something MLB needs to look at is the way that the draft and the minors are handled going forward. With the internationals players, all the drafting of players, all that kind of stuff. And I know the owners put out there about not allowing high schoolers in the draft anymore and making them go to 2 years of college.
Man, that's just.
The other side of it is you're not right, and you wouldn't have Connor Griffin with the Pirates,
right?
But the other side of it too is that you don't have these guys that you're going to draft in the first round, like, oh, he's our first round draft pick, but he's not going to sign with us, so he then goes to college. I think that's the biggest problem is with baseball. It's the signability, and if you look throughout the history of it, these top tier teams have passed on these top tier guys because they can't sign them.
And what do you think is the limiting factor on that signing? Like, because it's not like it's an NIL issue at all. I think guys sit on the shelf for so long once they're drafted is the real problem. They're making a lot of money for their in college.
Yeah. That's the other side is the NIL, I think, is going to make these players want to go to college. And I think you're going to start seeing a little bit lower quality high school player in the draft because these guys want to go and make the NIL money where they can, go play 3-4 years of college baseball, send that money back to the family or put it in a bank account. And then you can survive when you get to the minors and you're playing A-ball in Bradenton, Florida.
Yeah.
Or A-ball in Wheeling, West Virginia. And you're only going to get below league minimum because you're in the minors.
I was just about to say, it's when you're making that 5 years, I think on the portal, NIL change portal really benefits baseball players, especially guys coming back in after going to service now, they can jump right back in, and their 5 years are a clean slate. And it is like really, there's some real possibilities there. All right, we'll put a pin on that because it's nothing we can do about NIL and prospects right now. That's a top down thing that needs to go on, and we could just wish in one hand, shit in another, see which gets filled up first. Fuzz, do you want me to play this video first, or do you want to do your?
So
okay.
I want to.
You just tell me when to cue it up. Like cue me up.
So 2 announcements.
All right.
So one is for Drunk Phillies fan. They're doing a live edition of their show of DPF on Tap from the Beer Garden at Constadter's on Wednesday, July 30th. The event is free and it's open to the public. You want to hang out with Phillies fans, and enjoy some food and some drinks, and be a part of their live audience as they talk Phillies baseball. Apparently, the doors open at 6, and their podcast starts at 7. So they need help with their fruit column. I guess it needs to be rebuilt. So, Chris and the team at Drunk Phillies Fan is doing what they can to bring that back. I might stop over there to Wednesday night. I don't do bingo. And secondly, the next Tuesday, which I've been working on this obviously since January, we are sitting down with former Phil's 2008 World Series champion, Scott Air.
Nice.
So, yeah, we're going to get his, we'll get his critique on the video that Keith's about to play, but, we're going to sit down and talk with Scott Air about, the 2008 Phillies team, what it felt like as a player from his point of view, because, he had a huge hold in Game 4. He had a huge hold in Game 3. I really wouldn't say Game 4 was a huge hold because they won 10-2. But Game 3 was huge. You got to remember it was the rain delay, and then Chooch hit the walk-off 30-foot single that's going down the first base side. But yeah, we get to sit down and talk baseball with Scott Air, which is, I say, it's pretty cool for us. We've had some interesting guests on the show. We've had Charlie Garner. Maybe I can get Ben Simmons to come on since he's out of a job.
OGCG. This is because Fuzzy's going to be defending him, so he's got a whole. You have your defense here set up. I asked you to get it ready for. I think this was a shitty. You were terrible here. This was a goddamn disgrace to the channel, disgrace to your family, anyone that's ever even hated you. They haven't hated you for the right reasons until they're about to watch this video. You have your defense ready over there? Like, I know you want to argue with this with me all week. We've been on this cruise. He was like, it wasn't that bad. I was like, all right, dude, when we get back on the podcast, we're going to put it up. The video is here. We have everybody. You can comment as we go along. JV, you've kind of bit your tongue on this the whole time.
I haven't even seen it.
Oh, okay.
I have not seen this video.
Okay. All right. Here we go. I'll let JV go, and then Chris has a defense. There is no defense for this horse shit, but here we go.
Special first pitch, and representing Homers for Hope is host of the Broken Bell Network Sparks podcast and Homers for Hope 2025 podcast.
It's on the little baby mat.
Champion,
can't even go to the mound.
Fuzzy JV.
Those guys are in the hottest suits, and he needs. What is that, dude? That's a bit high.
Homers for Hope on their 15-year anniversary.
All right, hold on. Let's just. Here we go. Here's the pitch, guys. I want everyone to see this. Come on.
Just a bit outside.
And congratulating Homers for Hope on their 15-year anniversary.
I don't know why he's hugging you, dude.
He said that was a good toss.
No, he was just, dude, they always have to say that.
No, they don't.
Yes,
I don't think they set it to 50 Cent.
Yeah, they do. They said it to everybody who went out there.
A little high.
Oh, okay.
Too high. I tell my kids I coach to release up here.
Too high.
A little high.
Yeah, a little high.
If he would have swung at it, that guy was a fool.
It's a strike at the end of the day.
But no one's gonna strike at that, dude. All right, so Jay, talk to us, man. You coach 10-year-olds, and what would you have said to them?
Do not follow this guy. He doesn't know where the strike zone is, like a couple of the umpires we had this year. I don't know. Like, it's hard for you to know that you tell these kids where to release a ball, and then that's the throw you make from the baby mat. Like, if you had been on top of the mound, I would have gave it to you. I would have given you the full 60 feet. 60 feet, 6 inches, I'd give it to you.
If I was on top of the mound,
35 feet away, come on.
No, if I was on top of the mound, it would have been a lower strike. I didn't want to two things. I didn't want to fucking rifle that dude. I know he's a baseball player. And two, if I would have rifled it like I usually do, I'd be like this right now.
You would have hit a kid in the first row if you tried to rifle it.
Sure would.
If I was on the mound. You weren't on the mound. You were on the baby mat.
I was being safe. I was protecting the baseball player.
It's his job to catch it.
Come on, man.
You just throw the ball, hit him in the chest.
It's not your time. It's not your fuzz. It's not your time. Do you have your bullet up? I told you to write it out. Did you actually write something out? I hope you did.
I don't need to write anything out.
All right. So, all right.
Myself.
Cool. Nope. All right. So at this point, do you want me to pull it back up, the video? Do you need me to recap anything? Do you want to do you need any highlighting here? Tell me.
This is what I'll say.
Okay.
I want to thank John at Homers for Hope and the GM of Stadium Operations, John, as well, who we're actually going to have on the podcast. And we're going to do the interview actually at Trenton Thunder.
Yep.
So, but I do want to give a shout out to a couple people. Chris Crawford, Anne Marie, Devlin, I don't know that's their last name, so I'm not even going to try. Joe Coffin, Anthony Vasquez, everybody who has donated so far to our fundraiser for Homers for Hope. Right now, we're at $530. We're close to 2,000, but we're getting there.
So, am I doing this with you, or is your son going against you?
You're doing it. Actually, you're doing it. Actually, I did tell the guy I work with, Joe Coffin, he donated $40, but he's like, I want to homer. I want to play against you in the home run derby, and I want your Eagles mask. I said, you raised $2,500. The spot is yours, and the mask is yours.
Yeah. Well, here's what I'll offer since I am officially in this now. Anybody that donates, if you donate on behalf of a business, I will have you send me your business T-shirt, and I will wear all of them. And every swing, I will remove one T-shirt at a time. This thing is in August. I will die of heat stroke, but I will take off one shirt after every swing.
And he's going to start a business.
And he's a size medium.
No, definitely not a medium. Double XL. And I'll do it. And I'll put this up on the Parkwood pages as well. But I will gladly support your business if you're going to help us support Homers for Hope.
So let's get this straight. JV is going to be throwing out to Fuzzy at the Homers for Hope, the podcaster, face off here. Now he'll be batting. He's not throwing.
Yeah, I'm the swing off with him.
Oh, even better, bro. Okay, yeah. Sweet.
And you're going first.
That's fine.
Yeah, you're going up to bat with multiple T-shirts on, and everyone who donates to you in their business's name, you will have that business's T-shirt and take it off each swing.
Correct.
Oh my God, it was so hot.
Drunk Phil's fan, you out there? Corner Pub Sports, you out there? Quit chasing, you out there? I was gonna do it, but I won't. You know what I was gonna call out?
Yo, if they donate, you're gonna put that goddamn shirt on.
100%.
Absolutely. If our ex people, donate.
Money talks and bullshit walks. I mean,
right. Listen, it's for a good cause. It's for a good cause. It's going to a family with a kid who's been dealt. We'll put the bio up, and we'll talk about that later. But we're gonna have him on July 16th. But I'm gonna see if I can talk Scott Aaron to come flying down and be our pitching coach, our hitting.
Yeah, have Scott Aaron throwing the ball to us. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I expect at least one up under the chin if he's throwing to us.
All right, Fuzz. You do have this opportunity to redeem yourself. If you have anything on your behalf that you can say that can help defend you on what you thought was an acceptable first pitch, I would have liked to have seen you do it without the mask if it meant it would have been a better pitch. But by all means, the floor is yours. I don't want that to be your defense, but go what you got to go with.
The mask has to stay on. It's part of this. It's part of the shtick. I'm going to go out there August 1st, 97-degree heat in the sun, swinging for the fences, hitting dingers. And, we get to hang out, be there a couple hours during the day, interviewing some of the, the home run hitters. It's for a good cause.
It's for a great cause. What makes you think you were out there at your first pitch and that was good?
It was a good pitch. It was a good pitch. I don't care what you say.
Oh, in what way? Tell me how that was a good pitch.
It didn't go right. It didn't go left. It didn't go over his head. I didn't bounce it. I didn't hit a